All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another Genshin Impact playthrough session. At long last, we are continuing on with some more lore-oriented, story-oriented content. Version 3.2 is officially live. As you guys can see, I do have Jeht, and the Art Conquest is what everybody and their mother is talking about. I'm dodging spoilers left and right with the quickness, and I'm still not going to be able to get to the Art Conquest because I want to focus on wrapping up 3.1 content before we move on. And for this video, we are officially starting the Golden Slumber World Quest. Heard a lot of good things about this, similar to 3.0 with the R&R quest. 3.1 introduced a world quest focused on the desert, which locks out a lot of the exploration. As you guys can see, I have 79%, 61%, and 38%, and that is all regarding the surface area of the desert. Nothing regarding underground, because a lot of areas are locked out with like mechanisms and components and just general puzzles that I assume unlock as you do this world quest, which I assume this world quest was built or created with the intention of you exploring the desert as you do it. And I think that's ideal, but because I'm a streamer and I have like my own kind of schedule with it, for me, I decided to explore what I could and then do whatever I can with the world quest when it happened. A lot of people have been telling me that this quest is really great. I'm a big fan of world quests. You guys already know that. I'm a big fan of NPCs, characters, and really good storytelling that comes from characters that don't usually have the spotlight in Genshin. Loved the R&R world quest. I'm expecting to do a lot of talking, a lot of reading. The only thing I know about it is that it focuses on the Eremite, so I don't know anything else beyond that, so I'm very excited to see how it all works. Quick little update before we jump right into it. Jeht is currently friendship 4, and I actually did bite the bullet and I went for her C2 constellation. C2 is pretty much where she becomes like really ridiculously good with like getting a lot of crit value and damage value. I also do have her maxed up with over 1,000 elemental mastery. I'm running her with triple EM Goblet, EM Sands, EM Circlet, and obviously her signature weapon, and she's at 666 for talents. Shout out to Anthony and Mint, two of my mods who decided to help me out. They went on my account and went into one of their worlds, and they actually farmed one of the weekly boss mats for this week because I won't be able to do the Archon quest until next week, so I didn't want to miss out on like the first week's drops. So they did end up getting me the boss drops for this week. Daka's Bell, don't know what this is, haven't read it, not gonna read it yet. All right, you big old tree, give me something good. Okay, so we're gonna be going from 23 to 30. So we're gonna get a crown, we're gonna get a prototype pole arm, we're gonna get a bunch of other things. So let's redeem fully. Nice. Wow, I still can't believe we have 20 more levels in this. Oh, there it is, level 30 with 5 to spare. Not bad. All right, so we got a crown. Ooh, we got a couple wishes. We get another crown at 35. So every 5 levels, we're gonna get another crown at 45. And we also get a prototype catalyst. So not bad, not bad. All right, redeem. That's my 3rd crown, by the way, so I have enough to triple crown the next character down the road. Next thing we gotta do, I gotta go to the city really quick. We just hit reputation 8 for Sumeru. I should have the Dendro wings by the end of this patch, so within the next 5 weeks I should have it, but I need 800 experience, which is gonna take me 2 weeks to go up 1 level, unfortunately. But we did get another name card, and I can now start tracking down Dendroculus with the Dendro stone, so that's good. So we got a name card. Unsullied, the wise, graced with the thorough knowledge of the truth, will not be sullied by sin. You're capping right now, right? They are like the Nilotpala lotus, which remain clear and pure even after the rains and winds have passed. Sumeru is beyond saving at this current time, so I don't want to hear it. Anyways, we also got the Dendro stone. I'm gonna redeem that later, and not bad, not bad. There is one last detour that I actually have to take, which is in Aru village. Kinda, sorta. It's on the outskirts, but it's the conclusion to a world quest that I started about a week ago. It's regarding the Sumeru golden roses, like the world quest that you have to plant them out in certain nurseries. I'm on the last day of doing it, and I wanted to feature it on stream. We get this really nice gold rose furnishing for our teapot, and I think it's actually kind of cool. The world quest itself is pretty neat. It's like a daily thing. It's like a 6 or 7 daily commission thing that you have to do. So I'm just gonna wrap that up just so I can include my progress. How do we start the world quest? From a girl in Aru village, and then as a daily thing you have to talk to her and another NPC over here, and it just triggers it daily, so you have to continuously talk to them. I would say it's best to look up a guide because there's no explanation on where you're supposed to go and what you're supposed to do. This location that I'm going to was not broadcasted in the world quest. I had to look up a guide to find out how to continue it. So once you get to this point where I'm at, you have to come to this area and you have to plant 3 seeds, and the 3 seeds you have to find in the desert. So there's 4 locations. This is the item in my inventory right here. So you need to get 4 of these golden rose seeds, but only 3 of them are necessary. So this is an extra one that I have. You have to find 3 of them. And once you find where they all are, like I said, I highly recommend you look up a guide. You come over here to this location, you plant them, you hit them with dendro, you come back the next day. And as you can see, they're all like pinging right here. So I have to fight these guys off real quick.
The wind knows me.
This may turn a little. Don't blink.
Okay. So all these guys are dead. So what I'm supposed to do now, I believe I have to hit them with... Do I do dendro again? Oh, right here. Cool. Oh, wait, I was supposed... Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, that doesn't look very... Is that withered? Is that good? I can't tell because this area is kind of like not the best. So that's 1 down. Another one. Cool. That's 2. And 3 for 3.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, look at that. Oh, there we go. We just healed the area. So now all of them are fully spawned. Look at that. Look how beautiful that fucking rose is, man. That is such a beautiful rose. And we get one for our Serena teapot once we finish the objective. Look at that. These actually look pretty. Yeah, this looks kind of like a little bit of a withering zone, but now it's like healed up. So I guess after we do this, we got to go back to that original NPC. And that finishes off the quest for us. So for those of you who don't know that, yeah, you can do that. And you get an achievement. You get an achievement for this quest too. And I believe it's like a 7-day process you have to do this. Ah, it's you. Come. The flowers are growing well, are they not? The golden roses have sprouted into seedlings, yes? These seeds, where did you even find these, I wonder? From a far off place, so they're in a bunch of different places in the desert. Did you indeed? Well, I suppose that the seeds Uncle Javakat sown really did find their way back in the end after being spread to every corner of the desert, even if the path they took meandered quite a bit. We'll have to take good care of these seedlings. I intend to leave them to young Saba. Once I, too, am gone, these flowers shall pass on to her. Thank you, child. There is little I can give you, but please accept these fruits and flower. All right, nice. So I think, all right, so we got to keep talking to him, I believe. All right, let's see. They've sprouted. Where did you find them? Far off place. I think, hold on. They said I have to talk to him 3 times. All right, hold on. Oh, wait, what the hell? Oh, does he give me for every single one? Wait, what? Bro, I just got like 60 primos from this. Take this as a memento from us. May you be as resilient as this seedling, and may you always keep the faith. There it is. Song Amongst the Stones. So that's really what I was after. It's a teapot furnishing. Song Amongst the Stones. So we got a golden Sumeru rose for our teapot. So I was told you can start this quest in 2 locations, either Catherine or an NPC in Aru Village. I want to just start with Catherine because I haven't talked to her since she got bodied in Act 2 and Act 3. Murder of Birds, Paimon, it's good to see you. I've got an urgent commission I'd like to give you to. The commission is a Mondstadt merchant who is currently in Aru Village. According to him, his associates and the sumpter beasts they leased out to the academia researcher have been missing in the desert for a while now. He's hoping that a highly experienced adventurer can take up this commission and confirm the status of his associates and the sumpter beasts. You're both highly experienced. What do you mean both? I'm the adventurer here, okay? Paimon's the companion. Lost in the sand. Go to Aru Village and look for the merchant from Mondstadt. Oh, are we going down? Oh, wait. How have I not gotten this domain yet? What the fuck? Wait, where the was this hole always here? Bro, I was like, there's no fucking way I missed this. Unless it triggered after I activated this quest. I was like, bro, this looks... I'm like, where the fuck did this domain come from? Okay, I see you. I guess I just never came in over here because I don't know. I don't know why I didn't come over here then. Oh, there they are. I see them. There's no way that that was there before because I put a ping here for a dig spot based on this was not here before. I can confirm that this was not here before. It was not here unless you talked to the NPC first and then you came here, because I was actually over here before and I left these pings because the Genshin Impact interactive map told me that there were things here, but I couldn't see it. So I thought like, oh, maybe I have to progress the Archon quest, but then it never happened. You have to trigger the world quest to activate this area. So for you guys that are saying, oh, it was here, it's because you triggered the world quest before you got here, but you wouldn't know that. Dude, look at this fucking behemoth of a man. Holy shit. Hello, sir. Look, Nahita's like a fucking baby next to this guy. This guy's a freaking Giga Chad. Look at this man. Man's got like cuts and this man's seen some shit. I just want to look around. Ooh, see, that's why I want to look around, because I want to see if there's anything here that I'll find. And we got a Dendroculus. Good shit. Did you guys also fall down here? The desert's no place for outsiders. If you have a way back, I suggest you take it as soon as possible. All right, sir. I'm sure we'll be getting to know you pretty soon. All right, let me talk to him.
Everyone hold hands.
That's quite an adventure, actually. Yeah, so if you guys don't know, Nahita can read people's minds. I waited until Nahita came out, so I'm able to like interact with certain NPCs with her ability in a way that you weren't able to do before this came out. All right, what about this guy?
Hey.
Ugh, I feel sick. Hello. What do you say? There is a door, but how can I get it to open? Oh, are you the newly fallen? Huh? What do you mean newly fallen? Oh, do you have a way out? Oh, I like her design. She actually looks pretty sick. Hold on. Pause champ. I just want to get a full screenshot of this for when the VOD's over. We accepted Boniface's commission to come look for Terzad's archaeological team. That merchant from Mondstadt? I know him. So you want to find out the archaeological team, huh? Let me think. Oh, isn't that us? I'm Jeht. Terzad sort of hired me. Wait, did they both get hired? The Eremite, her and the other guy? He said that he hasn't gotten any word from you guys in a while, and he was worried that something might have happened to you, so he asked us to come and check things out. I'm really worried about Cyrus. Yeah, I'm really worried about the Sumpter beast over the actual human being. Paimon wonders if he was the one who was taking a break. Are all Mondstadters so paranoid? What do you mean a while? It's only been a day. If it weren't for that bad fall in the heat stroke, we'd also be trying to find a way out. So this pit is... That's right. The desert is an incredible place. 1 minute you're standing on solid ground, the next you step directly into a trap, and as you can see, we're trapped here now. Did you guys just get here, or do you have another way up? Still, we're searching all over the place, and there doesn't seem to be any way back to the surface. We have a wing glider. Yeah, with what current? A wing glider. I heard Nactigal talk about that before. Oh, they don't have wing gliders. I guess that pays to be from Mondstadt, I guess. That sounds pretty cool. To be honest, I'd love to give flying a try. Wait a minute. Now that I think about it, your little friend here doesn't seem to need a wing glider to fly. Wow, this freaking random NPC is questioning Paimon's abilities of this world more than anyone else has. Can you teach me, little friend? How can I be as footloose and free as you? I mean, as floaty. Paimon is nobody's little friend. Even Boniface knows that Paimon is famous, and Paimon deflects the question. And MurderofBirds here is just as famous as Paimon. All right, my renowned little friend Paimon, can you teach me? What do I have to do to float freely through the air like you? Paimon doesn't really have an answer there. You don't know how you fly? Paimon, please give me something. I'll take anything. A freaking crumb of knowledge, anything. If you practice hard enough, maybe a miracle will happen. Everyone has their own special talents. There's no need to force it. I see. So you must have hired Paimon to teach you how to fly, didn't you, MurderofBirds? But since you're still using a wing glider, I suppose you haven't trained enough, huh? Once you train enough, I'm sure you'll be able to fly freely without needing a wing glider. Well, actually, she's not wrong, because we were actually able to fly during the fight with the unknown god before she sealed our powers, so technically she's not wrong. You seem like a really good teacher, Paimon. Can I hire you to teach me too? Hey, MurderofBirds, how much more do I need to hire Paimon? Wow, you've got a wild imagination, huh? We don't have that sort of relationship. But isn't that just like how Terzad hired my father and me? Oh, is that her father over there? And Noctigal too. Surely I can also hire you as long as I have the Mora to spend. Paimon is my companion. That's right, Paimon won't leave MurderofBirds aside. Famous last words for Endgame, just saying. That's not the first time she said she'd never leave us. Enjo was like, yeah, that little floaty thing will leave you someday. Oh, that's a shame then. By the way, have you seen Terzad and my father? We have, but... Huh, I see. As I said before, Nactigal must be having a tough time, what with the bad fall he took plus the heat stroke. As for my father, well, he's got a nasty temper. Don't take it personally. And as for Terzad, he's basically been throwing a tantrum since things stopped going smoothly. That said, grouchy kids don't usually get that drunk. You're not wrong, Paimon. Sometimes father will have a few glasses as well, but I've never seen him get drunk before. How about this? We can go back together and I'll explain everything to my father. You guys don't want to stay here too long, do you? All right, so at least we have a competent member of this gang. All right, so is this... Oh, this is Jabrail. If there's nothing else, leave as soon as possible. Okay, sir. Yeah, her father is a little aggro, it seems. Father, I'm back. Oh, is Noctigal feeling better? Paimon and MurderofBirds told me all about what happened. How can you just ignore people, Father? Really, what is that temptation of yours even going to change? Jeht explains the situation to the three of them. That means we've completed Bonifaz's commission, right? After all, he only asked us to confirm the safety. Damn, Paimon's like, all right, let's get out of here and get our pay and move on. We know that they're safe. Let's just leave them here. Bonifaz and Noctigal are colluding to blackmail me. That despicable Mondstatter came all the way to Sumeru just to extort me, I swear. All right, so you're drunk, relax. If Jeht hadn't told me that you highballed me, I'd still be foolish enough to think that I scored a great deal. I'm really sorry, Noctigal. Father had told me after the fact that I shouldn't have shared it with Terzad. Why is Paimon getting the feeling that Jeht managed to offend all three people by saying that? I'm laying you all off. There's a limit to how much bullying I'll take. That's not fair, Terzad. Noctigal and Bonifaz are in the wrong here, but Father and I didn't do anything wrong. Besides, didn't we only get stuck in this place because you insisted on coming here? Then you start throwing a tantrum after that fall and drank even though you clearly couldn't hold your liquor. You might have the body of an adult, but you're acting like a little baby. Now isn't the time to start fighting. What we should be doing is putting our heads together so we can get ourselves out of this mess. Finding a way out of here is the most important thing right now. Any other complaints can be addressed once we're somewhere safe. I just explored a little bit ahead and found what looked like to be ruins. Maybe there's an exit leading to the surface in there. Desert ruins don't constitute a safe place, but I'm not going anywhere with such unreliable people. But you're a researcher, aren't you? Shouldn't you be thrilled to have ruins to investigate? I'm an indoorsology researcher. I should be working indoors and poring over documents. Unlike some adventurers who go stark raving bananas when they see a pile of old ruins. All right, this guy's a real piece of work, I'll tell you. What the fuck? He's actually a ruins explorer. He's from the Vahumana. He should actually be interested in ruins. What the fuck? This man's a freaking phony. Don't waste your breath on him, Jeht. Just let him stay here as if he wants to. But Father, he's our employer, so he has the right to decide what he does and doesn't want to do. We just have our own jobs. All right. Look at this fucking unit. Absolute unit, dude. We'll come back after Father and I find a safe path. If he doesn't want to come with us, then he can just wait here. Oh boy, oh boy. This guy's a real piece of work. I can already tell. All right, so the Mondstatter is going to stay here. Noctigal's going to big chill. This guy is just like, this man is just here. He's like, yeah, I'm taking care of the Sumpter Beast. Whoa, what the fuck? Windwheel Aster. I love how the guy named his Sumpter Beast after things in Mondstadt. That's so funny. Dandelion and Cyrus. Oh my God, good old Mondstadt. Look at this man. He named 2 after flowers and 1 after the branch master of the Adventurers Guild in Mondstadt. That's cute. All right, well, you'll get a chance to show off your skills soon enough. How should we enter the interior of the ruins? This is a researcher's specialty, right? Well, you guys are Eremites, so you guys are also descendants, so I wonder if you guys know a thing or two as well. This should be a piece of cake for you too. Watch this. All right, this man's gonna be like, tuh. Open sesame. Well, I did all I can do. This is there. That should do it. Oh shit. Yo, man's actually knows what he's doing. Sheesh. Holy moly, we're getting somewhere. Whoa, the door really opened. Well, that's Mr. Terzad for you. That's what sets us professionals apart from the amateurs. Paimon wonders what it's like inside. Let's go in and take a look. All right, here we go. I gotta keep my big brain activated and ready because I'm pretty sure there's gonna be some puzzles in here. Yeah, so I think this is one of the pages that, yeah, one of the enigmatic pages. All right, of the 1,000 Nights. So I gotta mark that down too. Oh shit, what the hell? Didn't it just get dark? Monka W? Oh, this is the location from the trailer. Yo, this place looks sick. Paimon never expected to find a place like this under the sand. I have no idea there was space as big as here in here either. You're a researcher who specializes in this stuff, right? Could you tell us more? Well, I really can't say. Why's that? Dude, look at these fucking statues. Rigor is key to academic research. We can't jump to any conclusions. That sounds like a very researcherly thing to say. I'm a legitimate researcher, but I'll have you know that I have a permit issued by the academia. Look at these fucking statues, man. Holy moly. Dude, King Deshret? I wonder if that's King Deshret or if that's just like statues imposed of other people. Hey, look, I'm a researcher, guys. I did the same thing that he did. I just pushed a button. Watch out. Wait, what? So, oh shit, what the fuck? Okay. What? Wait, they fight with me? No fucking way! Oh my God! Hoyoverse, listen to me!
Don't blink.
Oh my God, dude. No fucking way. I remember mentioning so long ago, I was like, bro, I wish that you could fight in the open world with the NPCs. I thought, see, at first when they got spawned, I was like, oh no, there's Eremite in here. Not thinking that they fight alongside me, but then they fucking fight alongside me. That's so cool. Oh my God, Hoyoverse, do that for every quest. So they kind of did that initially with Rana. Like they let you fight alongside her with the, you know, the mushrooms and the fungi, but that was like a one-off thing. I really hope they continue doing this moving forward. Do even better. Guys, Hoyoverse, I'm literally the ghostwriter. What I say goes because I asked for that and I got it. Imagine that. Imagine asking for things you want in a video game and then they happen. Yo, music? Speaking of which, father used to live in the desert, but he left the desert with me. Dude, I have to fucking speed read now. Jesus Christ. Actually, this isn't the first time. I wouldn't expect it to be full of secrets or surprises. Actually, this is my first time this deep in the desert as well. No wonder you're struggling on this trip. You look like someone who's a desert rookie. Hey, father, tell us about your life in the desert. Think this will pass the time? That's all in the past. There's nothing worth talking about. That's what you always say, but it's not like you have some big secrets to hide or something. About that. Hey, a man's past is his own, okay? Let's not get into the midst of your father's past. That's what Kratos said. He's like, a man's past is his own. Yo!
I see everything.
Oh my God, are they gonna fight with us again? Hold on, where are they? Oh man, I want to see them fight with me again.
Speed of light.
God, that was so cool.
Nowhere to hide.
Let's go. Okay.
Not bad. As far as treasure is
All
concerned.
right, I don't know what these puzzles are. Oh my God. Why are there 3 Dendroculus on my map right now? What the hell? Investigate. You do not have enough clearance. Yeah, so I don't know what that's all about. There's a Dendroculus I see right here. So that's 1. All right. Let's mark the map. Many more to come. Do, 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 do. Okay. All right. So we're going deeper and deeper underground. Don't know how I feel about that. We've been walking around for a while without making any progress. Why don't we take a little break? Are you kidding? It's barely been any time at all and you're already thinking about resting? I said it before, didn't I? I'm an indoorzologist researcher. I should never have come out in the middle of nowhere like this. Wait a minute. Paimon's confused. Wasn't the archaeology team your idea or mission your idea? Jibrail and Noctigal only came because you hired them, right? Yes, that's correct. So what the fuck are you on about? You're here because you wanted to be. So it was your idea. Then why have you been dragging your feet this whole time? Well, if we didn't know the truth, Paimon would think that Jibrail must have kidnapped you to get some legendary treasure in the ruins or something. You're funny, Paimon. My father might be a grump, but he'd never do something like that. No comment from the father, as if he could do something like that. Don't get mad at Paimon. Paimon's only telling it like it is. Hey, don't bully Paimon. I'm sorry. My father really isn't a bad guy, believe me. Then why is Terzad so unmotivated? It's because I don't care for the topic at all. If it wasn't for this accursed stone slate, I'm always told to be original in my research and to find materials that no one has ever worked on before. What's the value or meaning of research if everyone is just following the herd to reproduce each other's work? Or so I've been told. But what am I compared to such a long-standing academic tradition and all my seniors in research? I'm no academic genius, so what can I think of that others can't? There are no academic gaps left these days that I can identify and fill. Paimon doesn't really get academic stuff either, but since this is your job, you should take it seriously. I do. I give it my all. What else would I have spent so much more to come to this Archon forsaken place? It's funny, but that Scarlet Sand slate was actually the research project of a relative of mine. She was originally a young researcher with limitless promise, but one day she left the family behind and eloped with some wild boy from who knows where. I heard that they fled into the desert back in the days. Unfortunately, I was a kid then and only saw her a few times. I can't even remember what she looked like. I wonder if that's going to be relevant at all. All the more reason to buck up. Since you're researching the same thing, there's a chance for a reunion, isn't there? Fate is an unpredictable thing after all. Ha! Even if we really did meet again and if we were to recognize each other, how could I ever face her? The way I am now, I'm no different from a stray dog living off the scraps thrown away by others. Since I'm incapable of constructing any new theories, all I can do is take my chances in the field and see if I can dig up any new material to base my paper on. Though, when it comes to King Deshret, the academic community has long since concluded that he was just another self-destructive tyrant. My boy, you might want to rewrite the history books for this one, because that's actually not true. Bro, it sucks how history is. Like, You just don't know until you know, bro. Speaking of which, she must have left this stone slate behind when she left back then, because even she knew this lousy thing had no research value. And yet I took it to be a treasure. Ha, this silly stone slate. I must have been out of my mind to think that I'd really be able to stumble upon something. Still, Paimon doesn't think you should lose heart because we often make surprise discoveries while exploring ruins like these, right? There will be at least treasure chests for sure. It's also good to see everything with your own eyes. Exactly. That's right. Paimon might not really get super difficult research, but there's so much stuff in big ruins like this. If you take a look around, there's got to be something you can write about. How could you possibly understand me or the difficulties of being a researcher? Stop talking like a child. The academia might control the path to academic publication, but they don't have a monopoly on knowledge itself. If this is all you know about King Deshret, then you should have abandoned academia from the very beginning, because it's clear you don't get any results. AKA, put up or shut up, little man. Father, you're just a paid mercenary. What right do you have to comment on my ideas? So far, you seem to have very little in the way of professional credentials as a researcher. That much you already admitted yourself. Me? You. Ah! He got worked up, causing him to faint. Uh-oh. What happened? Will he be okay? We should keep a closer eye on him after this and not let him drink anymore. He must not be completely sobered up yet when father made him so mad that the blood rushed to his head. That was weird though. Why did you have to get so mad at him? We can't stop just because he keeps dragging his feet. This guy is an absolute Giga Chad. I fucking love him. He just has that like dominant fucking alpha male energy. He's just like, I literally just want to get out of here with my daughter and I don't have time for this bullshit. I'll stay here to keep him safe. Meanwhile, you and Jeht keep looking for the entrance. You're right. Let's keep exploring then. Leave Terzard to my father. You have nothing to worry about. I'll come with you guys. Man, that means we're not going to get to fight with both of them. I'm so sad. I wish I didn't fight that first time so I can see what their movesets were like. All right. He looks like he's in a lot of pain. He probably shouldn't wake him. All right. Does he say anything or is he like dead?
Hey!
Blah. Let's get a move on. Enough dawdling. All right, sir. Whatever you say. I might as well take this opportunity to train Jeht. Oh, okay. Hey, I mean, they're already doing some combat together in this place, so might as well. Oh, there's like some murals over here with some depictions too. Oh, what the hell is that? How familiar. Was that like a floating thing? Wait, what? What? Beep? No, the Akasha terminal. It's a Samsara. I get like triggered now whenever I hear a beep, man. Huh, looks a lot like the ones we just knocked down. Still, it doesn't look like it's going to attack us. Oh my God, is this like a Karkata version of a desert version of Karkata? Whoa, on second thought, it can move through the air just like Paimon. Does that make them distant relatives? Paimon would sooner be related to a pigeon. Yo, Timmy's pigeons. This thing's making weird noises again. Where's that sound coming from anyways? Is it really not going to turn on us out of the blue? Murder-of-Birds, don't let your guard down. Can you try talking to it, Paimon? Look, you two are about the same size, so you should be able to talk to each other, right? How is Paimon supposed to talk to it? Oh, you're messing with Paimon on purpose, aren't you? Jeht's like, yo, we do a little trolling. It looks like some kind of device. Should we pick it up or try using it? Beep. Is it trying to communicate? Ah, you scared Paimon. It doesn't seem to want to do that. Do you understand it, Jeht? I can't understand the meaning, but I can get the feeling. What a weird thing. Oh, I think it's a lot like you, Paimon. You both look really cute. Paimon told you we're nothing alike. Well, yeah, you're round and cute, Paimon, and it seems a little pokey, but it's still very cute. Paimon totally doesn't get your standards for cute. I think Paimon's cute too. Now's not the time for this, Murder-of-Birds. Paimon's big mad this entire world quest. She's just gonna be fuming. The way I see it, Paimon doesn't get it, but Murder-of-Birds does. I don't know why we're here or what it's used for, but maybe Terzard can understand if we get it to him, if we get him to have a look at it. What should I call you anyways? Beep Boop. Please don't let that be its name. Paimon floats, but you're a little lower off the ground. So how about Benben? Wait, what does that mean? What does Benben mean something? You like that name too? That's great. How do those two even communicate? Jeht's amazing. She is amazing in a weird sort of way. Benben, it must be boring hanging around here by yourself. Why don't you come with us? Needless to say, Murder-of-Birds is pretty great too. Bro, I want Benben to be our companion. We need to have a little Benben floating companion with with us too. As for Paimon, she might act a little superior, but she's a good kid who thinks about her companions. You'll definitely come to like her in time. Paimon doesn't act super anything. Anyways, Paimon's not gonna fly lower than anyone. Otherwise, Paimon will breathe in a whole load of sand. Come look for my father with us. He might look mean, but actually, well, he actually is kind of mean. But that's just how he is to outsiders. He's nice once you get to know him. And even though Terzad's a useless researcher, he's not actually a bad guy, right? And you might even be able to save his research, Benben. Oh, that's right. This is probably like an unforeseen research breakthrough, like a communicating piece of ancient technology that doesn't attack you like the other ones. I wonder how she's just able to communicate with it. Is it because they're like, the Eremite are like a descendant people of King Desert? Well, want to come with us, Benben? Beep, beep, boop. That's great. It said yes. Are you really talking to each other? Don't worry, Paimon. Benben and I are already joined at the hip, right, Benben? Well, let's get back to where my father is. Maybe Terzad is already waking up. Wow, we literally came up here, found Benben, and we're bringing him home now. We're busting him out of this joint, just like Nahida. You know what he reminds me of? He reminds me of like the companion cube from Portal, but he's like a prism because he's like a triangle. Father, I brought another new friend back. Look, this is my friend that we just met. His name's Benben. Beep. Damn, look at him. He's busting a move. He's gaming. Oh, Terzad's awake. Looks like things are going well with father. I don't know how you came to that ridiculous conclusion, but let's not discuss it for now. What I'm more concerned about right now is, what is that thing? Didn't I just introduce you? This is our new friend, Benben. It doesn't seem like something that could be classified as a friend, could it? Doesn't it look kind of like the same thing that just attacked us? You don't have a lot of friends, do you? Talk to him. This girl's roasting, man. I fucking love her, dude. She's great. No, I don't. Wait, what does that have to do with this? That's called a roast, my friend. You're way too uptight. You just need an open mind and you'll be swimming in friends in no time. Isn't that right, Benben? Yeah, get like me, sir. I literally met this girl less than 5 minutes and we're already friends. And you're too lax. So you don't know what Benben is either, huh? Its type must be related to the ruin guards. I don't know exactly how to operate it though. But this unique model doesn't attack outsiders and can even communicate to a certain extent. I don't remember reading anything about this. That's kind of like some like Karkata level stuff, honestly. Isn't that amazing news? This is the material that no one has worked on before. No, it's too early to celebrate just yet. Maybe I was too narrow-minded and just happened to not see any relevant prior research on it. Maybe someone has already published 10 treatises and thoroughly studied Benben's genealogy. Yeah, now this guy's getting cold feet because now he's got to put in the work to really get ahead like that. Why does this guy always jump to the worst conclusions? Wait a minute. Something doesn't seem right about it. Are you transmitting a signal? What's going on? What is it, Benben? Are you... Oh, Benben looks like he's reacting to Terzad's stone. Oh, is that what's gonna give us clearance on the puzzle? Terzad, pick the stone slate up and walk towards Benben. I hired you. Don't tell me what to do. Whoa! Whoa, what the fuck? That's huge. Oh, Benben, you're amazing. Beep, beep. Beep, boop. Beep, beep. Paimon doesn't completely understand what it's saying, but it seems happy. A small portion of the slate lit up. What does that mean? Do you have any idea, Terzad? It's hard to say. Only a portion was lit up. Besides, I've told you all before. Rigor is key to academic research, and you don't want to jump to conclusions, right? Oh, yes, that's true. Looks like we'll have to find a way to light up the rest of the stone slate, right, Benben? Affirmative. Hold on. I have a serious request to make of you, Murder-of-Birds. This has nothing to do with Jabrail and Jeht, so I would kindly ask that you give us some space. You want to reveal some kind of secret? Come on, I want to hear it too. Jeht, mind your own business. But father, we're all companions here. Doesn't that make it our business? You're probably right, but I don't want to admit it. Fine, I'll give you all the space you want. Let's go, Benben. These people are cramping our style. Benben, can I read your mind? No? Okay, what does Jeht say? How annoying. Father always keeps people at arm's length. Dude, this is so cool that they were like, hey, in the event that people didn't finish this quest after Nahida releases, you know what I just thought of? Oh my God, that's actually crazy because like, I wonder if you were to do like the Aranara quests, I wonder if you could read the Aranara's minds, like Ara Raikin, Ara Balaika. Dude, that'd be crazy if you could do that. Like if you could retroactively read their minds, like Rana's mind and stuff like that. We wouldn't have known though, because like we didn't know anything about Nahida prior. What am I supposed to do with this kid? Aw. Don't stick your nose into other people's business, especially when your employer's concerned. I believe I've taught you better than that. But I don't think they're no longer other people, are they? Y'all are family. Y'all. I wonder what the situation is with the mother of the, you know, of these two. Sadly, we can't read Aranara's minds. Oh, okay. Well, even Rana, that would be still cool because Rana was pretty active in the early stages of the quest. Alfonso's mind. Alfonso was was another one, the little kids, right? Like Sudabe, Kavos, you know, all of them. That would have been kind of cool. Does Nahita's skill apply to other regions? No, it only works in Sumeru, and I think it only works in Sumeru because of the Akasha system.
Something on your mind again? Let's work through it together. 2 heads are better than 1.
Wise words, Nahita. How about you two put your heads together and figure something out, okay? I'll be right back. What's the matter? Why are you getting so serious all of a sudden? Can you help me take care of this stone slate? Isn't it really important? It is, and that's why I want you to take care of it. And to be honest, seeing it light up like that makes me uneasy. I don't trust myself if something were to happen. Besides, that weird thing also seems to have some sort of response to it. He's freaking passing the dangers off to me so he's not in trouble. That weird thing? You mean Benben? Wouldn't it be better to give the stone slate to Jeht to look after? Absolutely not. How do I put this? All right, I don't trust Jabrail. I feel like he has an ulterior motive, and since Jeht is his daughter, they're obviously going to be in the same camp. I don't know about that. The daughter seems pretty opposed to a lot of the father's views and attitude on things. Jabrail might be a man of few words, but Paimon thinks he's very reliable. Could you be overthinking this, Terzad? Jeht said it before. They're from the desert. Can you really trust the desert people? I'd sooner believe that Bonifaz didn't defraud me. All right, that's a little judgmental of you, I'll say. His backpack's pretty big. The stone slate isn't heavy either. Paimon guesses so. Thank you. You're the only ones I can rely on in this vast sea of sand. All right, he's hella nervous, bro. He's hella sus. Fine, we'll take care of it for you for the time being. I feel like this guy's gonna ditch us or something. Oh, it's actually a quest item now. The activated Scarlet Sand Slate possesses special clearance that will allow you to control various devices within the ruins King Deshret left behind. As you adventure further in, the Scarlet Sand Slate will progressively display key locations throughout the ruins. Follow the slate's guidance and use special clearance to unlock these devices, and you may yet reach places that none before you have.
What they say is true. You have to see the world for yourself to appreciate how beautiful it is.
I love the echo of this place. My God. All right, let me check my quest items real quick. New words have appeared. Oh my God, wait a minute. Oh my God, is this like the desert version of the Aranara book? You know how like you open the Aranara book and then it like updates and shows you like all the stuff you need to find and whatnot? That's that, but for the desert now, because it has all of this stuff. Ah, that's kind of cool. Prism barriers, planeth of the secret rite. You don't know what Benben did with the Scarlet Sand Slate, but it looks like Terzard's research has been saved, question mark? Terzard, who styles himself as Indorsology researcher, is very concerned about the stone slate, so you decide to keep it for him. Yo!
Hey!
I want to see them fight! I want to see them fight! Oh, let's fucking go! Get him! Yo! Oh, shoot, you know what? I just helped him! Yo, he's actually doing reactions! What a Giga Chad!
Everyone hold hands!
I actually hit, he's actually doing like aggravate and quicken dendro reactions. Getting that hyper bloom in there. What an actual Chad. Holy shit. And she's yo. Oh my God. They actually make a really good team. Hydro and Electro with Dendro. Actually, no, I'm going to increase your elemental mastery. Go in, Chief. Go ham. Look at them, man. 9,000 damage. 37K. Oh my God. Yo, when are we getting them on the banner? They're actually goated. Holy shit, that's so fun just watching them fight. Yo, Jeht and Jabrail, actual like 6-star characters. Is that a crocodile face, man? Dude, all these statues are like looking more and more different as we go on. So this guy looks different than unless King Deshret just had different, I don't know if these are his apostles or if these are different iterations of him. Oh, what is this? Do I have clearance for this? Oh, I do. Oh, there it is. Dendroculus. Poggers. All right. I don't know what the heck this is all about, but let's see. Investigate. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know if I'm supposed to be doing this. Oh, what the hell? Ooh. Oh my God. I just purified the land. You remember the cutscene with Ruka Devada, and it said how she transferred her power to like the locations in the desert to help quell like the land and whatnot? I assume that that's what I just channeled, like her powers. The Dendro Archon's powers are in here, and it just purified the land. So as a way of like combating the withering, I think that's what just happened. Wow, and I just did it for one of them, and there's a bunch of these towers in the desert actually. Damn, Ruka Devada actually actually goated for all time for that shit, man. Even though the Scarlet King kind of fucked up, she made the ultimate sacrifice, bro. And it's still paying off now, where we're like fixing the land even now. Nice. Okay, 1 tower down. I didn't even realize that's what I was doing. I kind of went off the beaten path there. Yeah, so I activated one of the towers that she facilitated her powers in to help quell the land. So that's good. That's good. Because there are some areas, they look like they have withering effects, but there's no withering zone nearby. So I assume, and they were all kind of located near one of these towers too. But I just thought it was like, oh, maybe there's a withering zone underground and I have to get underground through this world quest to be able to do it. Now I understand why those places look like that. An introduction to indoor archaeology. You have left the pits of the archaeological team. Now is the time to head over to the oasis Jabrail mentioned to get ready to camp there. Oh my god, that's so cool! Can I read your mind, Benben? No? How about Jeht? I'm sure Benben will enjoy listening to stories too, hee. This is so cool, man. I can just peer into their minds.
I see everything.
I shouldn't have come. Damn, this guy's like, I'm reconsidering all of my life choices right now. Father seems a little, maybe he's recalling his past life in the desert. If only he'd tell us some stories of his past at night. Maybe he's not proud of it. Maybe it's some stuff he wants to, it's better forgotten, you know? Wait, what the hell? This man literally, what the fuck? This man really wanted to be left alone. He's all the way up here. Yo, this man's being a little too extra. Just saying. Damn, Jabrail. This man's really like, you know what? I just need to be alone. Let a man be amongst himself with his emotions. You wouldn't understand. Uh-oh. Is that a grave? I'd feel really bad if that was a grave. Let's find out. Jet's already a big girl now, but she's not yet that reliable. What's this say? Hold on. The golden sandstorm and burning sun will exorcise the darkness on your behalf, guiding you who perished here and returning your spirit to the eternal oasis. I feel bad now. I spoke way too soon. I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry, Jeht. I'm sorry, Jabrail. What is it? Whose gravestone is this? It's probably her mother, considering the mom's not in the picture. Who knows? Maybe it belongs to a nameless researcher who once tried their luck like Terzad, but didn't roll high enough like he did. Wasn't that stone slab given to him by a researcher of his family? And I was like, oh, I wonder if that's gonna come up later. Does Jabrail know who that woman? Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on, bro. Hold on. Are you telling me that guy, it was a researcher in Terzard's family that had this slate? So does that, so if that is the woman she ran off and married, who knows who? What if it was this guy? Which then would technically mean that he's related to them by, I guess, like by marriage, like their in-laws, I guess. If that is the case, if they're one and the same. Bro, that would be kind of crazy. King Deshret's secrets rarely revealed themselves to mortals. Terzard gave you the stone slate, right? How did you know? Keep it safe. Is it important? You can't be unaware of its value, surely. Well, its value to whom? To our employer, of course. After all, he is depending on it to write his paper. Anyways, let's head back. We shouldn't keep Jeht and the others waiting for too long. Bro, that's actually gonna be pretty interesting if that turns out. Dude, everything, this is like a family matter then. This is literally a fucking family issue that they're dealing with. He said that she ran off with like a wild boy or something like that from who knows where. So it could have been a brooding man from the desert who went on to marry that woman and have a child with her, and then she died. And now he would know about this slate if it originally came from her and whatnot. So I don't know. This is very interesting. I just don't know. It's all speculation. So MurderofBirds, I heard from Raktagal that you beat up Storm Terror and were made an honorary knight for that achievement. Pardon me, but while you're quite skilled, are you really that powerful? Of course, MurderofBirds is a hero in Mondstadt. And this is exactly how. Explain our entire life story. That's amazing. Well, books have been only companions since I can remember, and I've never had the chance to travel far. Actually, this is my first time traveling so far from home. I don't want to admit it, but my life has been bland if compared to all of yours. Just like this desert, it's practically impossible for those who lack strength to find a single unoccupied oasis. If you're so unhappy, then why not do something else? Do something you're good at, like me and my father. It's not bad at all, isn't it? It's not that easy. I come from a family of academics, so I've been receiving training ever since I was a child. Like how a farmer farmer's son learns to farm or a blacksmith's son learns to strike iron. While I'm not doing great, I can't compare to the talented and established researchers of my family. But as things stand, I'm afraid I can't do something else. I guess I drank a little too much earlier. Why am I even telling you all of this? Well, just laugh if you want to. I think you're being too stubborn. There's always a choice in life. I mean, just look at Boniface and I. We weren't born as traveling merchants, and no one in our family has ever been to Sumeru, but we're still here with the northern winds at our back. We don't regret our choices at all. Seeing the boundless world unfold before our eyes fills us with a sense of freedom. Yeah, I too think that you're taking it a little too seriously, right? Like the relatives you mentioned earlier. Didn't she give up her family's rules, traditions, and everything else to live the life she really wanted? She went from a life of a researcher to a life of a desert dweller with the man she loved. I think that's actually, you know what? This actually would be very thematically appropriate, because if that researcher lady was related to Terzad, then that would kind of mean that this is kind of like history repeating itself. Like she did what he's unable to do at the moment. Maybe she's somewhere in this very desert just like us, bathing under the milky white rays of moonlight and braving the dry night breeze while looking back at the great days she just had. If only I had an iota of her courage. I never knew making decisions would be this difficult because I've never given them any thought. I think I've lived the life I've wanted for as long as I can remember. That's really, making choices is never easy. Is that so? Choosing one means giving up the rest. It's like the branches on a tree. While they come from the same root, their endless division makes it so that they may not touch each other for decades or even centuries. Bro, why are we talking about trees and like, we know about like branches and trees and ley lines and Irminsul and all that? Only when the entire tree withers and its trunk decays will these separate branches finally meet in the soil. There's an Irminsul tree that's dying, by the way. Speaking of which, why did you choose to leave the desert, father? You rarely mention your past, so I see all of this very differently from Terzad. I don't have family traditions, and I don't even remember my mother's face. I only have you, and you only have me. There is no large trees or branches that tie us together. You might have left the desert long ago, but it might be my first time seeing it for myself, and I have this feeling that we're all like grains of sand here in the desert. No family, no objectives, but what we are is pretty free. The desert holds only the past. It has no future. If what lies beneath the sands and winds can be described as the truth, then I can only say that it perhaps isn't something that will bring joy to everyone. I gave up the path of seclusion, not because it was a mistaken path, but because I found a better path. Jeht, I only hope that you take that bright path. I don't really understand you. If the path of sand wasn't what you desired, then why accept Terzad's commission? Don't tell me it's because you want to take a look at your past. I think that you can't forget the desert and the hot winds that sweeps it. The strange thing is that I have no memories of the desert. Only coming here makes me feel like I've returned home all the same. I love the sand, just like I love Paimon and Benben. Aww. This is a place with hope too. I'm sure of it. Isn't finding Benben proof of that? It'll be a new day tomorrow. The ruins ahead are still waiting to be explored. Keep your chin up, Terzad. No matter what others say, I think you're a brave person. You've taken the first step and left the comfort of your home. Now, just do as you've always done and take the next step, then the third. I'm sure that you'll get to that place where no one has been and find that special research material of yours. Even you can occasionally say some nice things, huh, Jeht? I'm just speaking my mind. After all, I'm as free as the sand. But even the freest sand should return to an oasis. It's getting late, so let's get some rest. I'll be on the lookout tonight. I'll sleep well with you on lookout, father. Aw, she is a kindred spirit, I'll tell you. You hear Jabrail softly and casually singing a peaceful tune as you fall asleep. Maybe it's an old local song. Oh, stars high above the wasteland. Oh, nightingale wary from the days. It's time to take off the crown of roses. Cleanse yourself in wine made from grapes. Sleep. Close your eyes. The golden slumber summons thee, wandering sand. Drink not that bitter salt water, for the sorrows of tomorrow have gone away. We've discussed our contingency plans, but we must bury some of our supplies before we leave. In the worst case scenario, the merchants may be forced to leave. This way, we'll still have some supplies to come back to, even if that happens. Huh? Is that really necessary? Underestimate the sand and you'll pay with your life. All right, this man is, I'm very interested to learn when he decides to reveal his pass to us. Murder of Birds, you ready? Let's go! We're gaming. All right, let's continue on to the next temple we go. Good shit. Actually, can I fast travel there? You know what? I actually hate that they put two waypoints this fucking close to each other, but the one, look how big this area is, and there's not a single waypoint connecting any of this shit together. And I'm like, you couldn't put like a waypoint right here, or even at the beginning entrance right here, or even like over here. Like, you literally had, like, these two are practically touching each other. Statue of the Seven, that from there to there is almost the same as from there to there. You know what? There's a statue of the Seven over here. There's a waypoint right here. There's a waypoint right here. There's a waypoint right here. Why have they put one right there? I've had enough. Interesting. Benben's like a key. Whoa, it actually opened up. I didn't expect Benben to be able to do that. Hey, I'm the GOAT. I'm the greatest of all time. Worship me, mere mortals. I think Benben's saying that it's capable of more than that. You will worship me as though I were a god. Paimon gets the feeling that Benben is much more useful than the stone slate. Or maybe we should ask this instead. Will that stone slate really be of any use? Of course it will. It has to. I might lose my mind if it's any less use than Benben. Be patient. It's too early to make any judgments yet. Well, you're right, Jabrail. A short-sighted researcher is bound to amount to nothing. Patience is a virtue. That's my favorite saying of all time. All that matters is the door opened, right? Now that the door opened, you're eager to go inside, aren't you, Benben? Let's get this bread. Jabrail, what do you think about these ruins? You should ask Terzad. He's the professional here. I'm just a brute. All I know about King Deshet are old stories that no one wishes to hear. Okay, nice talking to you too, buddy. Oh, let's go. Benben's been mulling around this door, but nothing happened this time. It seems like it's been talking to the doors earlier. Stop that nonsense. Doors can't speak. But something like Benben shouldn't be able to speak either, right? Get fucking wrecked, my dude. Can beeping really be considered speaking? It's a form of communication, so yeah. Yeah, as long as communication is achieved, it doesn't matter if the language used is something we're familiar with. For example, animals have their own language, and the sand has its own language too. But if we don't understand it, Paimon's curious. Paimon really wants to know what Benben is saying. Just ask Benben if you're curious. Benben, what were you talking to the door about? Of course. They're talking about what they ate for dinner yesterday. Once you can understand Benben's emotions, trying to guess what Benben is saying isn't that difficult. People used to come here long, long ago, and some would even pass this way many times a day. I mean, it's such a huge door after all. People used to walk here, huh? It must have been a mischievous cat that no one could catch, which is why so many people pass through here. Wait a minute. Did the door tell Benben all of that? Of course not. They're just guesses I made based on Benben's emotions. If I had unknowingly included this in my paper, wouldn't everyone laugh at me once I publish it? How will you make it up to me if that happens? Terzad, it would be your own mistake. As a researcher, you should be able to distinguish the authenticity of the material you collect. That was close. Paimon almost believed her. Oh my god, that's funny. That's actually genuinely funny. Thank goodness we don't have any papers to write. We have a long journey ahead. Let's stop wasting time and get moving. Right, this place is huge and filled with doors. If we do this in front of every door, who knows how long it'll take for us to finish. Wouldn't that be perfect? You aren't fond of camping outside, and this place has walls, a ceiling, and even research materials you want. King Deshet's civilization fell due to tyranny. Fake news, by the way. And this place is probably his mausoleum. Actually, no, his mausoleum's further in. I'd rather spend 2 weeks in the desert than spend a single night here. Terzad, do you and King Deshet have... Jeht? Oh, all right. Let's continue. What was she gonna say? I wonder what she was actually gonna say. Oh, Terzad? Hey! I wish I could take a boat. Walking is so tiring. Bro, you could bitch about anything. That's strange. What's a ship doing here? Oh, this is the ship that we saw from up top when we were doing the Ark Conquest. I was like, what the fuck's the ship doing here? I was like, why is he talking about a ship? And then I turn around and there's an actual desert sand boat over here. Perhaps a river used to flow from here, but it dried up, or perhaps this boat was not made to be used by the living. I'll have to head back to do some research on the geological changes here to confirm my theory. So one of two things. This boat was actually used for the actual sand, like to be ridden on by like the desert sand as like an ocean. Or this place used to be an ocean. The boat might have religious meanings. Aren't boats used to guide souls to the afterlife? Ooh, that's a good observation, actually. Okay, cool. One down, a couple more to go. Do 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 do. Oh. Okay, you know what? Let's stop right there. We see the eye again. The eye of King Desert and all of the wisdom that came with it and poured into the land and destroyed everything. Oh, there's a slate over here. I don't know if I like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 7 apostles, 7 archons, 7 elements, 7 nations, 7 wonders of the world, 7 sins. 7 is an important number is what I'm getting at. Is this a mural? Whoa. Hey, Terzad, are you all right? Me? Of course I am. I'm terrific. I've never felt better. Since Paimon and Murder of Birds aren't from around here, it's understandable that you don't recognize its worth. As for Jabrail and Jeht, I guess it's a knowledge issue. Damn, freaking skill issue, I guess. No, it isn't something you should have knowledge about. Paimon, let me test you for a moment. What can you discern from this mural? There are many people and something like a sun with an eye. I guess Paimon has no talent for this. Why did you even ask if you knew that, huh? And what about you, Murder of Birds? What do you see in this mural? You know, it'd be pretty cool because we did the Archon quest. We would have a bit more insight. Insignificant subjects and a great king. Exactly. That's exactly what this mural symbolizes. The sun and the eye symbolize King Desert. Beneath him are the 7 pillars, so we call them, that hold up King Desert's pyramid of authority. As for his subjects, they are insignificant. They dare not express any complaints. They are forced to submit. And even so, they couldn't escape destruction. Is that really the case? Come on, how could I be wrong? The themes of this mural fully conform that the depictions of King Desert and everything I've ever read. A terrifying king who used absolute and supreme authority to keep all his subjects beneath him. But this mural feels so peaceful to me. Everything feels so orderly and everyone has their own place and duty. Isn't that good? What? What kind of crooked interpretation is that? You can make up stories about Benben talking to doors, but deciphering murals in the history of King Desert's civilization is in my area of expertise. Now, I won't hear any buts. Everything I've said has been proven by prior research. This mural has become part of the Vahumana too. Well, here's the thing. If the initial concept of like your research was based on false information, everything is tainted and it doesn't matter. By the way, you're wrong. Of course, I'll be the one to write it. Jeht isn't completely correct, but you know very little about the sand. Ha! You hardly said more than a few words all this time, yet you're standing up for your daughter now? I may not be a match for you in battle of strength, but I have Murder of Birds, but what? I love how he's using me. I want nothing to do with this, number 1. And number 2, what do you mean? I'm not gonna fight this guy. This guy will break me in half. That's not appropriate. We're all traveling together. No, we're all companions in this expedition. Even if our opinions differ, we shouldn't fight over it, right? What? Together? I started this expedition and I paid for it. All of you are employed by me. Yeah, and you know what? You can take your money and shove it where the sun don't shine. I have 37 million more, sir. I don't need your money. Moreover, I'm the only one with formal academic training. A layman has no right to speak on academic issues. One who only draws from others can hardly call themselves an independent. Yo, talk to this man is like, you bought your way here. Like you actually just paid for everything. You ain't shit. Then let's hear your unique insight. This destroyed kingdom was once strong and beautiful. It may be difficult to believe, but all of this was built in the desert. And you only see the obedience revealed on the surface, but failed to notice the direction of the people's hopes. It was our hope which tied the people of the sand to King Desert. They thought this would help them overcome the calamity, but we knew the outcome of that. Even delusions should have limits. Are you trying to overturn all prior knowledge? I don't think there's sufficient evidence in any of this nonsense. Well, it's a coincidence. I too do not think that the opinions of a struggling researcher who came here out of desperation hold any weight. I love how Jabrail is a man of few words, but when this man opens his mouth, nothing but fucking heat and facts. I never knew you were such a sharp tongue. Father, arguing won't change a thing. Exactly. Paimon can't figure out what you're arguing about, but if it's academics, there's always room for discussion, right? So put your differences aside for now. Yeah, so let's continue our investigation. Ugh, this is infuriating. I shouldn't have discussed academics with a layman. Damn, layman is basically like a fucking peon. What the hell was that? Whoa, what's going on? Step forward if you wish to understand the truth of this world. Enter the secret passage behind the mural. Ride the elevator. Dude, we're going all the way up to fucking Celestia. Jesus. Wow, these ruins are King Desert was like, I heard you were talking mad shit about me, dude. Pull up at my crib. We can talk about this like men. Wow, these ruins are magnificent. These aren't ordinary ruins. If the records are correct, they should be King Desert's mausoleum, where the tyrant was buried. Should we still go forward then? All questions have an answer, and all answers slumber here. I will do this, even if all I achieve is showing some ignorant mercenaries the error of their ways. Murder of Birds, let's head over carefully. All right, tensions are kind of high. The secret of Al-Ahmar. Holy shit, dude. We're about to uncover the truth. Paimon feels even smaller now that we've gotten closer. Paimon feels as insignificant as a grain of sand. This was also one of King Desert's meanings of ruling, building huge spectacles to instill the idea that his subjects are small and insignificant into them, thus achieving the objective of domesticating them. The act of using huge amounts of manpower to build such a spectacle in the desert is a testament to King Desert's tyranny. Yo, you better stop talking shit. You don't know what the hell you're saying. I'm not gonna take this lying down. Be quiet. Stop talking about my ruler. Yo, Benben's out here defending his king. Unless that's King Desert somehow. Wow, so Benben can even open a door this huge? Bro, he's got the master lock. He's got the key to King Desert's mausoleum? That has to be like King Desert's like pet or something. I don't know. A grain of sand is insignificant, but an ocean of them possesses massive strength. Researcher of blind faith, do you really have the courage to set foot into the sands? We're already here, so of course we must go inside. Still, my researcher's intuition is telling me that the danger ahead is incomparable to the dangers we faced so far. I doubt I can trust either of you desert dwellers, so Murder of Birds, I'm counting on you to keep me safe. I kind of feel nasty about like keeping him safe. Like, he's been shit talking the other two the whole time. It almost makes me want to be like, bro, you're on your own. Talk shit, get hit, have fun. Hit him, Jabrail. Hit him with that. What an absolute giga Chad. That man wound up and he knocked his ass out. You'll love to see it. He did like 20k damage right there. Rana would be jealous with that damage. I know Rana only did physical damage. Oh my god. Holy shit, this man was loaded. Thank goodness Benben's all right. Seriously, stop rushing. Bro, look at this fucking treasure trove. Does it matter? There aren't any doctors or technicians here anyways. Is that King Desert's tomb right there? This place is full of evidence. It will not take long to prove that I'm right. I mean, look at that huge coffin. Wait, what? How do we get this thing open? Paimon can't figure out if he's brave or cowardly. What are those? The huge statues here. Don't they look like guards? They're so intimidating. Terzad, Paimon thinks it's best if you don't touch anything here. They're just rocks. We have nothing to fear from rocks. There may be a mechanism around here somewhere. We should split up and search for clues. Bro, is no one gonna mention the mounds of fucking gold? That's not Mora either. That's not Mora, because if you see, it has like an eye symbol on these coins. But if you look at this is what Mora actually looks like. The triquetra symbol on it. This is like desert currency, which is kind of cool. Like the desert was just like, yo, we don't need Morax. We got our own money out here. You can hear it too. Yo, I'm about to Scrooge McDuck right into this money. Yeah. I said that when we fought Child too. I was like, bro, I'm just gonna do a big Scrooge McDuck. And then there's like a one of Scrooge McDuck. And then like Family Guy did the same skit, but Peter just like jumped in and broke all of his bones. It's so funny. Bro, there's money falling out of these rooms. Are you kidding me? Oh, dude, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pull a Scrooge McDuck, dude. I'm gonna fucking jump right in and just shatter all of my bones completely.
I just bought a giant room full of gold coins and I'm gonna dive into it like Scrooge McDuck. It's not a liquid! It's a great many pieces of solid matter that form a hard floor-like surface! Ah!
What a pity that Ufera will never get to see this. Ufera? Paimon's never heard him mention that name. Is that the name of the mother? That's a beautiful name. All right, we have to unlock some of these mechanisms. You know what? I'm gonna do this. Let's see. Oh, I'm gonna do this. Oh, wow. Look at that. Easy. Good shit. All right, here it is. The last one. Oh, God. We're going grave robbing. I hope that's not what's happening here. Oh! Wait, what? Am I getting trolled? Hello? It's like in that coffin is another coffin. Murder of Birds, as impressive as always. I definitely credit you if I'm able to publish my papers successfully. Although what we're about to do is disrespectful, it's all done for academic progress. I promise it's not for selfish gain. Masaka! There's nothing in here. You really thought King Desert, I mean, was King Desert like this massive fucking like gigantic of a person? That literally looks important. That radiating energy. How is this possible? But these diagrams, wait a minute. Let me think. I get it now. This has to be an illusion. Of course, King Desert knew that inquisitive researchers like me would come up with the desire to get to the bottom of things and uncover all of his secrets. So of course he wouldn't let others get to them as easily. Thus, he built this huge mausoleum and prepared so many doors and rooms. He even went as far as to prepare illusions. Okay, this man is literally huffing copium of the highest order. The most important things wouldn't be placed in such a conspicuous spot. Moreover, this place is too low, way too low. The real treasure is definitely higher up. It must be in a place closer to the sky. What utter nonsense. Oh, well, let's hear what you think then. I may not be able to say what exactly it's for, but I know for sure that what you're saying is untrue. Does someone like you even have the right to say that I only draw from the works of others? You don't even have the intelligence to use the work of others. All right, this man is actually being disrespectful. Indeed, but I am still convinced that you know too little about the sand, about these sands. Stop going on about the sands. What you see is the truth. Just you wait. I'll find solid proof that you can't refute. Murder of Birds, let's find a way up. Paimon's worried that Terzad will turn himself into trouble if this goes on. I'm kind of sick of this guy, not gonna cap. Like, this guy is pretty annoying. I thought he was gonna start having like he's gonna turn over like a new leaf and start like humbling himself, but since we've gotten here, he's become worse. I think I'm gonna leave it off right here, guys. I still have to come back to this area, which is pretty much unexplored. And there's like a giant like invisible barrier over here too, so I'm assuming something here is gonna reveal itself, but 92% is pretty good. So we're at 92% here, 46% here, and I don't know if we're gonna visit this section, but this area might actually be based on whatever is in the ruin golem, because I haven't gone in there yet. I'm gonna stream again tomorrow. I really hope you guys will tune in and check it out, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream thus far. A lot of stuff, a lot of progress we made. I'm really happy. Really like where the quest is going to, like the interactions with the characters. Jabrail is just like he's just shrouded in mystery. He's a man of few words. He's got a past that he doesn't want to talk about, and then his daughter's kind of like Free Spirit has a kind of like a trolly personality, which I find to be kind of playful and entertaining. And then you have this Terzad dude who's just kind of insufferable for the most part, but he is here to serve the plot, and interested to see where it all goes from here. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it for today. That's gonna do it for the stream for the most part. Again, thank you guys all for tuning in. Really appreciate all of you guys who followed, especially if it was your first time in the stream. I hope it was entertaining and just kind of easygoing to follow along. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs as well. We really appreciate the support. But thank you guys all so much. Enjoy the rest of your night, and I will see you all tomorrow. Take care.